Ever find yourself doing the same thing over and over again, not just out of habit, but because it feels good? Why does our brain crave the mundane, the predictable, the repetitive? Prepare to discover the surprising science behind why your brain isn't just tolerating repetition, it's actually loving it. You might just understand yourself a little better after this. Why your brain loves repetitive tasks. It happens quietly. Folding laundry, stirring tea, walking the same path home. These little rituals might seem dull, yet they bring an odd comfort. When the world feels overwhelming, your brain finds peace in the familiar loop. But why? The brain's comfort zone. Repetition feels safe because it reduces uncertainty. Each time you repeat a task, your mind doesn't have to calculate new outcomes. It already knows what comes next. Psychologists call this cognitive ease. It's why brushing your teeth, making the bed, or writing in a journal feels soothing. This calm isn't just modern convenience, it's ancient survival. Our ancestors leaned on routines to stay alive, hunting the same path, preparing food the same way, lighting fire at dusk. Predictability meant safety. Even today, your brain still whispers, "Familiar is safe." Neuroscience behind the loop. Digging deeper, repetition activates the basal ganglia, the brain's habit center. Once a pattern is established, it runs on autopilot, requiring little conscious effort. This is why habits, good or bad, are so hard to break. But there's more. Each successful repetition sparks dopamine, not only as pleasure, but as reinforcement. Yes, that worked. Do it again. Over time, myelination, the insulating of neural pathways, makes those signals faster and smoother. It's like paving a dirt trail into a highway. Every loop, every repeated task, strengthens your brain's wiring. That's why piano practice sharpens skill, why language drills work, why routines can either empower you or trap you. The efficiency engine. When tasks become automatic, your brain saves energy. That's why you can drive home and barely remember the turns. You've outsourced it to your autopilot. This frees up cognitive resources for deeper thinking, daydreaming, or bursts of creativity. It also fights decision fatigue. Imagine choosing consciously every detail of your morning. Brush teeth now or later, coffee or tea, left shoe or right? You'd burn out before work. Repetition spares you that, preserving willpower for moments that matter. In fact, this efficiency is the root of flow states. When repetition builds enough mastery, your brain enters a rhythm where action feels effortless and focus becomes total. Whether typing, painting, or running, repetition is the engine that drives flow. Mindfulness in monotony. Here's the hidden beauty. Repetition doesn't just save energy, it can restore it. When you immerse yourself in a repetitive action, it becomes a form of active meditation. Stirring rice, knitting, sweeping. Suddenly, the chatter in your head quiets. The mind shifts from anxiety about tomorrow to presence in the now. Each fold, each step, each breath grounds you. Monotony becomes mindfulness. Some people wash dishes to think less. Others garden to calm their nerves. Writers often rewrite the same line, not just to perfect it, but to find stillness in the rhythm. Repetition, when embraced, becomes a therapy for restless hearts. Leveraging repetition for a better you. The real secret is not just noticing repetition, but using it. Want to build resilience? Anchor your day in grounding rituals. Journaling, exercise, prayer, or meditation. Want to spark growth? Turn practice into habit, habit into mastery. Even dreaded chores can shift perspective. Instead of resenting laundry, treat it as a breathing exercise. Instead of rushing your commute, use it for reflection or gratitude. Ask yourself, where can I turn repetition into a friend, not a burden? Because the truth is, repetition already shapes your life. The question is whether it shapes you by default or by design. The satisfying end. In a noisy, unpredictable world, your brain longs for patterns. Repetition is not the enemy of growth, it's the foundation of it. Through small daily loops, you can create clarity, reduce stress, and build the life you want. So the next time you find yourself in the middle of something repetitive, pause. Notice the comfort, the rhythm, the possibility. Because inside every repeated action lies a chance to practice, to heal, to grow. And maybe wisdom, too, lives in the loops we choose to embrace. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more psychology hacks like this.